Staying in Colombia now, the Agrarian Summit, made up of different indigenous, campesino, and Afro-descendant organizations, continues to put pressure on the government in the wake of the critical situation sweeping the countryside. Our correspondent Natalia Margarita now reports from the capital, Bogota.
Having dedicated his entire life to working the land, Jose is now seeing how the people living in the countryside are being left with no opportunities. Every morning he wakes up at 4 a.m. to farm. He invests some $15 to produce one sack of potatoes, but then at the market he gets paid less than $3.
I feel saddened as I see people fleeing from the countryside to the cities to starve. Meanwhile, it is the countryside that provides the cities with food, and if there's no food, there's no peace.
Jose is just one of the faces of the abandonment of Colombia's countryside, one face of the nearly 45% humble campesinos living in poverty and that are still waiting for subsidies or access to productive projects. And in the midst of all is also the issue of land, which continues to be concentrated in the hands of a wealthy few.
We don't have land, and that's why once again we are demanding that the government recognize campesinos. We campesinos are decent people with proposals, dignified people that love this country much more than many of those traditional politicians, that the only thing that they have done is to loot our natural resources instead of investing in the regions.
As for almost 2 years, the government has failed to comply with a series of agreements to tackle the needs of the rural sectors, campesinos are feeling day by day that the possibilities are even more limited.
If solid measures regarding the rural reality are not taken, people will have to massively mobilize again across the country. There is no other choice, as they are lacking the means to eat, and neither they have access to education or healthcare.
And after 3 days of negotiations with the Ministry of Agriculture, representatives of the Agrarian Summit have said they are willing to remain mobilized in Bogota until concrete solutions from the government are provided. Natalia Margarita, teleSUR, Colombia.